Welcome to a new edition of Highlander News. I'm Callahan.
And I'm Brooklyn. Fall is definitely here, and with it comes Halloween and Thanksgiving.
Reporter Zoe Bierke finds out some students' favorite activities.
Many of our students enjoy many fall activities, including painting pumpkins.
I really like painting and carving pumpkins with friends and family.
My favorite fall activities are probably painting pumpkins with my son and playing in the leaves because he takes cute pictures.
I like to paint pumpkins and play video games.
I like carving pumpkins and hanging out with friends, taking walks before it gets really cold.
Reporting for Highlander News, this is Zoe Bierke.
Looking for a few more fall activities?
Reporter Brooklyn Treebold takes you through her bucket list.
North Dakota offers plenty of pumpkin patches in our area. Pumpkin patches don't just have pumpkins to choose from. Some may also have a petting zoo and even a corn maze. Careful where you step on your way to the hayride. With all these fun activities at a pumpkin patch, make sure not to forget about the most important part, picking your pumpkin. After you bring home your perfect pumpkin, it's time to start carving. Something fun to do while you're carving your pumpkin is to watch a fun Halloween movie. And lastly, don't forget about all the fun fall treats that come along with the season. For Highlander News, this is Brooklyn Treebold.
Amelia Meester and Stephanie Hoffarth try out some fall-themed Pinterest snacks.
This is Pinterest Snacks and Hacks.
I'm Amelia.
And I'm Stephanie.
And this is where we try out Pinterest
Snacks and Hacks.
Let's get into the video.
Whoa, why is there brown in it?
They look like Christmas trees.
Okay, yeah, it should be like just perfectly smooth. I know.
Wait, I'm gonna, oh. It broke. What am I to do? Look, we have complete ones. They're not bad. They're good. I'd say both of these snacks were fails. Probably not because of what they told us to do, but about how we did it.
Yeah, it was the execution.
Great recipes though, taste great. We
They're
just didn't
good.
do it right.
For Highliner News
This is Amelia.
and Stephanie.
Many of you may have heard there are ghosts around the school.
Gabriel Herzog talks to one of the local teachers about her experience.
I had just moved up to the high school from being an elementary teacher, so I was in the junior high. This is full-souled room. It was just after conferences, my first year up here. Was walking up at the end of the day. It was pretty dark out. I looked down the hallway, and I don't really know why, and I saw this figure at the end of the hallway by Mr. Rolsma's room, and it was peeking around, and I vividly remember what the person looks like. It was long, dark hair, in kind of this poofy lace dress all the way down to the floor, slight pink to it, peeking around the corner. So I just thought it was a theater student messing around. Just kind of went about what I was doing, got into my room. I felt this tap on my back shoulder and it was really kind of cold. And I was really freaked out because then I saw it go out the door And then as I was going out the door, I saw it go down the hallway. If you guys have ever played Mario before, I Mario'd it down the stairs and I was out. And the funny part is when I was telling all these people this story, nobody really believed me except for Mrs. Wager and Mr. Corwin. They were still here, and they asked me to kind of describe the person. And as I was describing them, Mrs. Wager just stops me and goes, "That's the exact same person that I saw at 2 a.m. when I was making copies one day." She was looking from down in the big staircase, and Mr. Corwin saw the same exact figure.
Reporting for Highlander News, this is Gabriel Herzog.
As you drive around the area, you will notice that fall harvest is in full swing.
Reporter Callahan Burchell talks to his dad about this year's corn harvest.
That's been going pretty good. Currently, right now, we're probably 70% done with the corn harvest. Pretty happy with the yields that we're running into. Soybeans were a little disappointing, but corn, we're fighting wet fields. We ended up with 7 inches of rain last week, and currently fighting mud, but seems to be going well. Challenges we've been running into is definitely the 7 inches of rain that we've been fighting. It's been tough on equipment, but we seem to be getting through it. A few major breakdowns. We had a piece of metal ingestion into a combine, and still fighting that, and the availability of parts has been tough. It's actually still in the shop, can't get it fixed. Our dryer setup is a 2 million BTU continuous flow dryer. We have a drive-over pit that lets us dump trucks and leave the yard within, usually can dump a truck within 3 to 5 minutes. We're drying anywhere from 25 to 35,000 bushels in a 24-hour period. It is running 24 hours a day.
Reporting for Highlander News, this is Callahan Burchell.
We are reaching the end of several fall sports and activities.
Reporter Maddie Claybo checks in with the Student Congress team.
As we enter early November, Student Congress takes off for state. As many students may ask, however, what is Student Congress?
Congress is a formal form of debate. It gives kids the opportunity to step into the shoes of congressmen and women and get to put some of their own ideas into work and see, if that's something that they would ever want to do.
Like all activities, Congress presents its own set of challenges.
Congress is really academically challenging, and anybody can do it. It does take time to understand the process.
How do students prepare for the academic challenge?
I sit in my house during the weekends, and I also go to practice and write speeches and talk with my coaches, review them, and make sure everything's in order so we can have a good meet.
It's a lot of working on pros and cons and figuring that stuff out before writing speeches. I prefer to write most of my speeches out of the tournament, but I end up writing a lot in-house, so.
Since Student Congress is on the road to state, what is the team looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to competing because this is my first time competing at state, and I think it'll just be really fun to get a new level and idea of everything and see the new level of competition.
I'm really excited to see what everyone's opinions on everything is, and we get to stay overnight, so that's a fun time.
State's a really cool experience for us. The kids get to debate in the state capitol, which is, not to hate on hotel conference rooms, but the state capitol is a little bit ritzier, and I think it makes them feel like what they're doing is important.
Good luck at State Highliners. And reporting for Highlander News, this is Maddie Claybo.
Random questions lead to random answers.
Reporter Grace Meyer catches students off guard with her questions.
Would you rather win $10,000 or let your best friend win $100,000?
Let my best friend win $100,000.
What is your favorite smell?
Like a coffee shop.
Who is your favorite in the family?
Charlie.
Are pets better than humans?
Yes.
Are your shoes always untied?
I just don't tie them because I was sitting still.
Do you like pineapple on your pizza?
Yes, I do.
Who is your favorite teacher in the school?
Yeah, I'm going to plead the fifth on that one.
Reporting for Highlander News, this is Grace Meyer.
Thank you for joining us for this edition of Highlander News. I'm Brooklyn.
And I'm Callahan.